Staša Gejo, outside of her outstanding performance as a boulderer, is very well known for her analytic approach.
I had so much swing and I just lost the holds, and that happened 3 times in a row. And I was like, why is it so hard for me? But it's just that hip mobility and how you have to go in and then up that I didn't really figure out with my body at the first try what I exactly have to do with my hips.
And emotional intensity.
Exactly, sweet. Yeah, come on, go.
Oh, but then I can't. I'm just like, I'm here. I can't climb when I'm here.
I believe she is one of the most skilled athletes in analyzing climbing movement and performance, but also external factors that might influence them. In fact, she often uses her remarkable skills in analyzing her emotional processes as well. Welcome back, I'm Allegra Maguire, and in today's episode of Mindset Analysis, I'll be doing the psychological analysis of the amazing Serbian climber Staša Gejo. Staša has very good records outdoors, but her most remarkable outcomes are definitely in competition climbing. This is probably due to 2 main personological aspects of her being: her need of pressure to perform.
This is where the audience plays the part. You stop thinking, they're all cheering, you know the top is in front of you, you just have to go for it.
And her competitiveness.
Whatever I do, everybody who knows me well knows that I'm very competitive and I really want to excel in everything I do, otherwise it's not worth.
Competitiveness is a personality element that is derived by goal orientation. Task orientation reflects ability as the capacity to master tasks and techniques to the best of own capacities. On the other hand, competition orientation, also called ego orientation, focuses on success in comparison with others. Both orientations coexist and are independent from each other. In Stasa's case, as it was shown with most super elite athletes, it is evident that she has very high levels of both orientations. But there is a drawback from having strong competition orientation, and it's also the reason why some insanely great climbers, like Jonathan Siegrist, do not compete, and that is pressure. Competitiveness alone actually predicts a worse performance, because the lack of controllability of the factor that influences winning. Task orientation, on the other hand, guides goal setting and predicts better performance.
Without pressure, I can't perform, so if I come to have fun, I won't make finals. That's why I take basically everything serious.
So, why is it that Staša seeks pressure when a lot of athletes choke under it?
Zaki has slipped! Jimenez Lopez has the lead! And can he compete with the Spaniard? The young Spaniard is going to take the sprint contest!
Clutch is defined as any situation in which an athlete has a better than usual performance under pressure.
9/10 left. A 3 wins the series. It's Lillard. He got the shot off. Lillard, good! And the Blazers!
The secrets to a clutch mindset lies under many factors, including self-confidence, self-efficacy, and willingness to commit, but mostly requires the athlete to have an individual zone of optimal functioning with high intensity. The individual zone of optimal functioning is the perfect recipe of emotions that allows the athletes to perform at their best. In particular, Staša seems to require a particularly high level of general arousal.
Like, total shit show. And I came out. My mom gave me a few slaps on the face because she saw that on some videos a long time ago, that Romanian deadlifters and their coaches like slapped them in the head and through the whole body just to like make them awake. And she did this to me. And I think it did work.
Do you think there's something in these big events that particularly you do? Why is it you do so well at these big comps?
I don't know. Eddie calls it the Staša big comp syndrome. I just have no idea. It just happens to be at that big comps. I guess my mind is in a really good state at this point. It's like now or never. because the hype actually gets me my good performance.
But at the same time, it seems like in the case of failure, Staša experiences high level of frustration and anger.
Left, yeah. Sorry. The other right.
Then I don't have space for the helmet. Yeah, it's not fun.
It's a little bit funny.
It's fucking miserable. Come on, jam foot! Ah!
It looks like this has been the case for a long time.
And you can see my real character here. Hasn't changed much since. I do hope that the subtitles give you the idea of what's going on here.
Czysto, i masz ga, drży!
Daleko mi je, brate! Ne mogu. Ne mogu visoko.
Ne možeš visoko.
Idem još jedno. Oklizno mi se, no. Aman! Gledaj, uvijek isto mesto mi udari noga.
Self-determination theory is one of the leading theories of motivation in psychology. Inside this framework, we find the basic psychological needs theory. According to this theory, we have three basic psychological needs that support our well-being: competence, relatedness, and autonomy. Recent applications of this theory on the sport context show these needs to be a good predictor in sport performance as well as athletes' well-being. For Staša, it seems that her basic need for competence can easily be frustrated.
Well, I'm a fighter since the day I was born, and whatever I do, everybody who knows me well knows that I'm very competitive and I really want to excel in everything I do, otherwise it's not worth.
Please mind that the absence of a psychological need doesn't necessarily imply frustration. It is possible to fail a task without perceiving our own sense of competence threatened. But when this happens, we end up with passive engagement, less persistence, less satisfaction, burnout, disordered eating, and perturbated psychological arousal. In fact, Staša herself says that her frustration interferes with her zone of optimal functioning.
We'll see what happens in final. I just hope the bowlers are cool. Because if they're cool, I know I'll have fun, and I know I'll climb well if I have fun. I try to awaken feelings of joy and the feelings of excitement about the task that I'm confronting. So if I see some great bowler with a lot of volumes, my first impression will be, wow, I just can't wait to touch these. And I try to avoid the hopelessness and giving up the thoughts like, nah, I don't want to do this if I'm not doing well. It happened to me a lot, but I think that I've trained myself enough not to experience these.
Intense self-criticism is one of the factors that reinforces this pattern.
And I am happy, but I sometimes don't know how to show it. Okay. And I'm too critical about myself. That's why it's coming in the way.
But Staša's path is not over yet. She's still in great form, crushing and growing. We hear her talking about her emotional processes because she works on them a lot. So who knows what the future will be serving for her? While looking for information for this video, I gathered a lot of insights on Staša's struggle with eating and nutrition. Would you be interested in a psychological analysis of that as well? Let me know in the comments. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next video and stay psyched.